Hello again and welcome. As you can see, I'm back to my white play, and today I'm going to be working on the writing board that I'm going to be putting into the center of the second little journal. But before I do that, I want to give a shout out to Emily at Vintagepolkadotshop. All one word, capital V on vintage, on Etsy. She has sent me the things that I asked for and some extra goodies, but I thought I would let you know about her shop. These things are, these envelopes are just lovely. I'm going to open them and let's have a little quick look. I feel as though when you receive a package that is so full of lovely goodies, that it should be shared so that if in case you don't know about it and you might need these items. And look at that beautiful seam binding that these envelopes are tied in. I'm going to just slide that over, and oh my goodness, they smell so nice. So this packet contains envelopes of various sizes and various shades of coffee dyeing. And since coffee dyeing and I don't get along, I'm so happy to have these because I certainly don't have many of these in my collection. Oh wow, look at that one. Ooh, love it. Oh my, my, my. And here's an envelope with a window. How nice. So, these are the envelopes that I asked for. And look at that big one. Wouldn't that make a lovely inclusion in a journal, or one a journal all of its own? Okay, so that was the item that I ordered. And I also ordered this collection of gauze, and see the way she has tied this off. And I think I'm going to open it and let's have a good look at this. Isn't this just wonderful? Just wonderful. Oh, I'm certainly going to be playing with that. This next bit is a collection of her lovely coffee dyed doilies, as you can see. And what I wanted to share with you was the lovely quality of her. Oh my goodness, I am nobody for packaging. I know that Gail Augustinelli would understand me when I say that. Packaging and I are on different wavelengths completely. Well, here I go, getting in but being destructive while I'm doing it. And here is my collection of coffee dye doilies. Oh, isn't that one beautiful? Let's be careful, Carol. Get so enthusiastic that you lose control of yourself, girl. Oh, this one. Isn't that a beauty? So now I have some without having to do it myself. Yay! And this lovely piece of this might be from Tim Holtz. I'm not sure, so I won't say. I'm just speculating. And she sent me some extra goodies with a lovely note. Thank you, Emily. Thank you for these little presents. Here is some beautiful. Now this is definitely a gauze, but this is even weave. And oh wow, isn't it stunning? Yes, that is definitely even weave. Let me get a little closer for you. Do you see the lovely even weave? Oh wow. Thank you, Emily. Leave that. This was a bottom of the note paper that she wrote to me, and some lovely tags, and some lined and free. Oh, look at the design there. Pieces of index. Oh, love it. And some tags. And a few top-loading envelopes. And alteration tags that haven't changed very much, have they? And a guest check. Thank you so much, Emily. Oh! Oh, my. I'm going to set these aside and fine. And I want to leave them in my this little room here, because the scent will make the whole room lovely. And these. And oh my, isn't that lovely? Now, as you can see, I was digging in my Etsy trove for pieces of something firm, and I found this book cover from 2016, and there it was, waiting for me. My big decision was to find something that would go behind this, because I'm probably going to do some stamping or painting on here, and I wanted something that would keep this from being mutilated. So I thought, why not try a writing board? And when I put it in, look at how the way that puppy fit. Yes, oops, yes it did. I've been working on Christmas and haven't gotten back to this, and I can't wait to. So when I looked at this, I said, well, I can cut it. And I thought, no cutting, Carol. Why don't you just use this bit to just to do maybe flowers and whatnot on there. Yes. So, okay, let me put this out of harm's way. That's for sure. So here we have the board, and I used some gesso with a sponge around the edge so that this would absolutely not come across as anything but white. And I have had this. I've had this in my drawer for ages. I believe I got this in the 4 for $1 bin at AC Moore, and this says white because of the amount of it here, and I'm just liking that. So I thought that would be very nice. I originally thought it should be the back, but then I looked at it and I thought, let me show you that again. Where are you? Okay. I just thought that maybe that would do the trick with all goodies along here, and it would give a nice firm basis for writing. If you tuck this into an area and you want to write, then all you have something firm to do it. So then I went to Rachel at RoxyCreations, and I had just purchased this from her. She and her husband Steffi had excuse me. She and her husband Steffi had made these this DigiKit, and I just thought, well, can't I just use that on the back as bits for collage? And then, isn't this just lovely? So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use these on here, and then I'm going to glue them all down. And I want to warn you, fair warning, I want to let you know that since I really am doing this as it pops into mind, I'm liable to, it's liable to be a little bit, whoopsie daisy, turn on your lights, Carol. It's liable to be a little bit choppy, because I have to get up and get things and audition. So, I'll be right back when the front and back of this are settled down with glue. Well, all glued down. I used Yoo-Hoo with Fabri-Tac all around the just the outside, just an extra little bit of caution. And then I thought maybe some of the painter's masking paper and a little something something here. I don't want to lose that Italian building piece from pictures taken by Rachel at RoxyCreations, and I've been doing a little auditioning. I've been doing a little auditioning. I need something large. Yes, I do. Now, I was also thinking that it's just a bit too big. I could do flowers, or no, white, Carol. White is the magic word here. Okay, not white. So, back to the audition. Back to the audition. I know I have some larger ones. And why not? Possibly. My natural inclination is to be vertical. That's not absolutely necessary. And then there's that one. Oh my. And some more of this. All right, now I'm going to close my eyes and listen to you vote and decide. No, I think I might make that, use that for something else and make this a little bit more of a statement. So, that leaves me with decisions. Oh my, decisions. Let's just see what we're going to see here. That's better. That's better. And the other one was just too overwhelming. Okay, that's better. Now, this is the back of the writing board. like that one more than that one, so that one goes back. I think this having more of a vertical green in it helps the eye to move. And goodness knows we need a moving eye. Okay. Now, this one, here we go back to the eye doctor. This one, or this one. This one, or this one. This one. This makes more of a statement. And I'm in a statement-making mood, so yes. Yes. Okay. Alrighty now. Okay, the point here goes right up to there. Let's do this. I do hope that you're enjoying your midweek and finding a smidgen of time to play. Let's get these writing parallel to the bottom. And now this one. This one. This one over here. I'm having some good thinks now that it's December about what I'm going to be doing in 2020, what projects that I want to try, and what things that I want to get back to. This has been a very productive year. When I went up onto my magic shelf and found the things that I had done, and all giving me food for thought. Now this, and I believe this is going to get, since it's heavier, this is going to get a combination of glue stick and a little bit of Fabri-Tac. This is right at the bottom. I've never gone quite this far down without throwing out before, but I thought I'd find out what would happen. I noticed It seems to be getting more odoriferous, shall we say, as we get to the bottom. Let's not put it on upside down, okay, Carol? Because it would make a serious mess. Yes. Birdies? No. About some small labels. Yes. Be a little bit more careful here with the cutting. Shall I do it that way or that way? I think horizontally. Yes. And glue stick and just a touch. Let's get this lined up on the cutting board here, and that will help me to find that spot. Right. Now to the fun bits, and I have no inkling about what's going to happen now except for over here, I think. Well, I'd better stop and have a think, because you don't need to watch me think. I thought you might want to vote as to what the solutions will be here. An embarrassment of riches. Scissors. Or just or. Which would be similar to the other journal. Let me get it so that you can decide. Well, that is one possibility. I'm going to put that there. And these here. My other issue is do I want this lace to be like this or this, so that there is, I can cut this lace right along here? Or do we want it like that? And this is always a possibility. Of course, this would be up on there. Moans and sighs. Moans and sighs. That way. Or that way. Like that. Thick. It's even thicker than the paper would be, because these, when pressed, and I've been making sure that they've been handled so that they have flattened out to a certain extent. I think not. I think not. Of course, one escapee on the floor. I think not. You didn't make the first round, the cut, so to speak. Now, I also have this. Cola time. With this, I could just do lace, because the flowers speak for themselves, don't they? Now we've got the flap issue. It's not too bad, is it? It certainly brings out the white. What about these three up here? And maybe one leaf. I'm starting to like that. I like the strength of this lace with all of the other things that we have going on here. I think I've just made the decision. This heavier lace. And just these little three, just because I love them. And each of these will have to be glued carefully with the artist glitter glue. This is more like a silent movie than is possible to believe, but I am so sorry. I am thinking. I think I've made the decision. I'm going to have this, these three, a leaf, and more thinking. I'll be back when this is attached. Unless, of course, I see something else and completely change my mind. Too thin and flimsy? Yes. It looks better in relationship to its home, where it is going to be. Well, I think I have decided that this is going to be the bones of the writing board. The lace is glued down, and so let's get these puppies down. I used this leaf as the template for cutting out 2 felt leaves because I thought it needed a little softness, and 3 leaves. So let's see about getting started now. These flowers are so wonderful. I'm glad I invested in them probably about 2 years ago. And because they're paper, and they allow you to do interesting things with them, play with them in various ways. And let's get that off my fingers. And the daisy next. The daisy next. All right. If you haven't introduced yourself to these are wonderful. They take inks and all sorts of good things. And I need to come down here because I need to have that center of that flower showing. Yes, I do. Okie dokie. Right in there. Right in there. And right in there. Now let's get this. Get this felt leaf done. Okay. In here it goes. Wants to or not. Always tuck a little art glitter glue underneath if I think that I need to. Now this one, that way. Whoa, that one's already in, so let's not make that difficult. Oh no. Okay. And down you go. Down you go. This is good doings. you are next. You are going right over here. And a lot of that is coming right through, and that's good. I'm glad I have my much-loved Wax Cut Right is the brand. For those of you who aren't familiar with it, it's the real one. I remember my mother using that when I was a little wee girl. Cut Right has been around for a long time. It's real wax on there, or at least I think it is. God knows what it is now. Okay, so let's do, I thought, oh no, I really don't want to do this, and I really don't want to, but it looks so pretty. Now, you're dismissed. And now let's go here. Let's go. Oops, how far up can I go? That makes a definite. Oh, okay, we're good. We are mostly good. Now, I'm going to come right down this line. Goodness, I'm whispering. I'm so sorry. Let me look up at my screen here. I hope you're not getting a bird's eye view of my head because I'm leaning way forward. There. Not happy. Not a happy girl. I think the problem is that wants to be that way. Well, I didn't know there was a right and wrong side. Live and learn. Live and learn. Oh. Now I'm going to win. If I can just get this started. I think I'll stop because I know that you're probably ready to jump through your screen and say, Carol, there's some things. Now, I'm going to go mostly down this and give you a little break. I'm going to do the stem and leaves, she says in the fine print. Well, as soon as I found out that there was a right and wrong side to that stem section, things just moved along. Another art experience called Live and Learn, and then I went back and put down these leaves, and when this is good and dry I'll cut that one off here at the bottom. Let me move you out a little bit. Well, no, I think what I'm going to do for the center of these flowers, this time I'm going to use the purling pen, and let's see. There it is, ready to do its bit. Now, if you don't know about these, they're wonderful. I usually see them in Joann's, and I'm just going to put a big old glob down here in the center of each flower, doing some white on white, and I'm going to set this aside for about 2 days to make sure that this big old glob that I'm making dries. Okay, one glob there. This one has decided to aggravate me, so let's see what's going on now. There we go. There we go. Now. Come on, come on. Oh, gracious. Ever done one of those projects where everything you decided to do had a mind of its own and became a learning experience, whether you needed it or not? And I'll leave that one alone. So, let's see what we have now. Nice white on white flower and lace border on the side of the writing board, and on the back we have the collage that we worked on, and the lace looks quite pretty on that side. I'm going to clean up, and we can take some time looking at this in perspective. And let me just trim this little bit of. There we go. No, don't like it. Don't like it. It needs to be a little closer. And not only a little closer, a little better glue job. Right there. And right here. Oh my, this has been fun. I don't like to use the word, because I don't really mean it completely. It's been a little bit tedious because it's been just a matter of learning how to make things work. Oh, I missed you. Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to miss you. There you go. Right back and we'll have a look. I can't wait to put it in the center of the future journal. Well, I'm so hoping that you were able to tolerate dealing with my auditioning and thinking and changing my mind and being quiet and talking to myself to produce this board. Let's look at it first in its future home. I think that's going to do it. Yes. And let's have a little bit closer look at this. Using the pearl and pen, making a 2 extra leaves to set this off a little bit. learning that this has a right and wrong side, and using Rachel, RoxyCreations, lovely kit, and this this rather strong and outspoken Flower Pretty, and I'm quite tickled that I did that. So, if you have enjoyed watching the process today, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment, and I would appreciate your subscribing to my channel. Let me show you what we're going to be getting back to the next time. I think I have a plan for the front of this folder, which is going to contain all of these goodies. I think I'm going to mostly leave the back alone, but the front, I think I have a plan, and we'll get to it next time. Bye now.